This is the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX, and it is one of the few remaining motorcycles in the Litre-Class segment that I can say that it can do it all. This one now has an updated motor with a slight bump in displacement. It has got a smarter electronics package. It runs more efficient, and it also offers comfort like no other motorcycle of its class. Now, we have extensively ridden this motorcycle for the last couple of days to let you folks know how this motorcycle is to ride in day-to-day environment. And along with that, we'll also let you know whether this motorcycle still continues to be a value for money purchase in the Litre-Class segment. But before we get going, if you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing to Car and Bike for the latest news, reviews and updates from the world of cars and bikes from Car and Bike.
The main headline for the 2025 model is the new 1099cc inline 4, which is a bumped up version of the 1043cc mill achieved with an increased stroke length of 3 mm. The result is a slightly improved torque delivery across the mid-range and a slight drop in peak power. However, the motor now complies with the Euro 5 plus emission norms and yet feels as eager to be ridden. Next, the electronics package has received an important upgrade with an IMU, which has made the safety net even more robust and up to date with the modern motorcycles. If there's one thing that Kawasaki could have done differently, it's the styling. For a 1100cc Litre-Class machine, it could have looked a bit more radical. It's not bad, but it feels just a little too safe, aggressive, but restrained at the same time. Sharp fairing lines, large adjustable windscreen, and a side-mounted large exhaust with a deep note underlines its long-distance capabilities. In India, Kawasaki offers the Ninja 1100 SX in only one color option, while the green shade is exclusive to the SE variant offered in international markets.
But what makes this motorcycle an excellent touring machine are its ergonomics. In my books, this motorcycle is one of the most comfortable motorcycles in its class on sale in India. The riding triangle is neutral. It is not committed, neither is it too relaxed. It is just right. The handlebar, it is very easy to reach. You don't have to lean ahead or anything as such. The foot pegs are slightly rear set, and the best part is the cushioning. It is so soft and nice that even after a day of riding this motorcycle, you will not feel fatigued. And with all of that, even for a rider like me whose height is 5'7", I'm able to comfortably swing my leg over and get on the saddle, and I'm able to comfortably flat foot as well, which also aids in a lot of confidence to maneuver this motorcycle.
The updated 1099cc inline 4 motor is silky smooth, incredibly tractable, pulls clean from low revs without any jerks. The max power output is a bit lower than its predecessor, but the difference in power is marginal and is barely noticeable on the go. Now, the power figures are nowhere close to typical Litre-Class superbike standards, but it's the rideability that's credible. From navigating through traffic or leaning into a fast sweeping corner, this Ninja never feels intimidating.
Despite having a large 1100cc engine, the Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX does not feel overwhelming. It's responsive, well-behaved and surprisingly nimble. Even with a curb weight of 238 kg, this motorcycle is very nimble to filter through traffic, and it feels like a motorcycle that is half its size. And on that note, let's give a listen to the inline 4 symphony. I'm sure you guys have been waiting for that. the sound of an inline 4 is always and always a melodious experience. Yes, it is a bit muffled because it's a touring machine, because when you're covering that many kilometers, you want it to be dampened. That's what Kawasaki has done it. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments.
The chassis and suspension setup has been carry forwarded from the previous model and continues to be the same. You get a fully adjustable fork setup up front and a preload and rebound adjustment at the rear. What's worth mentioning is the heat management on this Ninja. Unlike other Litre-Class bikes that get hot in slow moving traffic, this Kawasaki is quite the opposite. During testing or even when just riding the motorcycle, not once did we experience heat at the legs.
The ride quality is plush, and accompanying that is lots of comfort, all thanks to how Kawasaki has set up this bike. Now this one isn't meant for fast switchbacks or tight corners, but give it a sequence of long sweeping corners and you will notice that this is an absolute delight to ride in those environments. Along with that, the engine isn't stressed, which is why the power that is generating is delivered in a very linear fashion, and along with that, it doesn't feel stressed, and you can also exploit the power for what is available from this motor.
Additionally, when it comes to touring on this motorcycle, Kawasaki has updated the gearbox, especially for the 5th and 6th cogs, making the gear ratio slightly taller so that the engine sits comfortable at a lower RPM when touring, which in turn helps in achieving a better mileage. The Ninja 1100 SX now gets an updated suite of rider aids like lean sensitive traction control and cornering ABS thanks to the new IMU and an updated bi-directional quickshifter.
The only shortcoming in this department is this TFT screen. While it is very user-friendly and it does get the job done very well, it is a bit small in size and it also feels a bit dated compared to the other motorcycles that are there in the market that offer a bigger screen with more animation and graphic work. And for the price that you're paying for this motorcycle, a larger screen would have just completed the package even better.
Otherwise, the brakes are phenomenal. Great initial bite, ample progression and strong stopping power. The tires are Bridgestone Battleaxe, a sport touring compound that offers lots of grip and inspires confidence whether you're cornering or touring on different terrains.
At Rs 13.49 lakh ex-showroom, the Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX might feel like a niche buy, but it is one of the motorcycles in the market that is practical, usable and refined for a Litre-Class motorcycle in its segment. It is a bike you can commute on, tour with, and if nothing, spend that Sunday morning riding with your friends and having an absolute blast while keeping pace with those other Litre-Class motorcycles. That said, if you are looking for usable performance, real-world comfort, and obviously the melody of an inline 4 motor, this Kawasaki is right up your alley. So that's all on the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX. I really do hope that you have liked this video, and if that's the case, do consider giving it a like and do share it with your friends. I am Janak Sorap and I will meet you in the next video. Until then, ride safe and always wear a helmet. Thank you for watching Car and Bike.